Hello everyone, welcome back to Mr. Storytime. It is Thursday or Thursday, as the Nordic, as it was named after a Nordic god. We're still reading the thing. We got to the point. So the last picture we saw was this here. Hopefully you can remember what that was. It is called a vault, and that was in the library because they were looking for the thing, and it says in clear capital letters, "Do not enter." So will they find the thing for Myrtle? Will they manage to make her happy? We'll find out. The next chapter is called The Two Evils. Wonder why it's called The Two Evils. Well then, we can go down into the vaults, said Mr. Meek. And that's that. Mrs. Meek was not taking no for an answer. But what about our darling daughter? If we don't get her thing, there'll be tears before bedtime. Oh yes. The man turned deathly pale at the thought. His eyes rolled back and he wobbled. Are you quite all right, Mr. Meek? But before he could reply, Mr. Meek fainted. Mrs. Meek went to catch him, but they both tumbled backwards and landed on the floor. Thud! Oof! She exclaimed as her husband landed on top of her. An old man stepped over them to reach for the gardening book. The pair smiled politely up at him. There they are, after Mr. Meek fainting. The old man completely ignoring them. Good morning, they said. Are you all right under there, Mrs. Meek? Inquired Mr. Meek. Yes. Are you all right? Me? Yes. You fainted. Did I? Yeah. Oh dear indeed. Let me help you up. No, let me help you up. This went on for quite a while until finally both of them were on their feet. Now the pair had to choose between two evils. Either they went down to the spooky vaults of the library, or they faced the wrath of their daughter. The lesser of the two seemed to be the vaults. I don't think we have a choice, said father. Then follow me, replied mother. There you go, that's the two evils. The daughter will go into the scary vault. Mrs. Meek led her husband to a battered old door in the far corner of the library. Cobwebs covered the cracks, and a sign over it read, "Do not enter." Will it be dark in the vaults? He asked, his voice wavering. Oh yes, pitch black. To protect all the old books, she replied. Well then, ladies first. Me? Protested Mrs. Meek. They were both scared of the dark. No, I insist, he pressed. I insist. I'm a gentleman and I have to let a lady go first. No. That's very old-fashioned these days, Mr. Meek. You should definitely go first. No, you. The pair had reached something of a standoff. I know. Let's both go together, announced Mother. Good plan, replied Father. He took down the rusty old key that was sitting on top of the door frame, looking around to check no one was watching. He unlocked the door. Click. He fumbled his wife's hand and together they slowly descended down the steps. It's not too bad, is it? Asked Mrs. Meek. No, stammered Miss Meek. Pardon me. You see them going into the darkness. Chapter 7. Ancient, obscure, and bizarre. 3 good words. You're not sure what they mean? Have a look up. Try and find a definition now, and then that'll help you with the story. Ancient, obscure, and bizarre. To his relief, Mr. Meek found a candle and a box of old matches halfway down the stairs. His hands trembling uncontrollably, he struck a match and lit the candle. Strike! The flickering light illuminated shelves and shelves of dusty old leather-bound books. The library vaults were a treasure trove of titles that were ancient, obscure, and bizarre. There were thousands of books down there, all of them long out of print. Here they all are. We'll go through them. We've got Poisonous Cheeses of the British Isles, Terrifying Tales for Children, The Bumper Book of Medieval Torture, Hymns to Make Your Ears Bleed, Paintings of Puddles, Odes of Stinging Nettles, Phlegm, a pictorial guide, lovely, Cats Crying at Christmas, How to Drown a Witch in 5 Easy Steps, a dictionary of non-existent words, extremely useful, Ye Old Book of Knock Knock Jokeths, Cooking with Rare Birds' Eggs, The Foulest Smells of Victorian London, a scratch and sniff book, Disgusting Diseases for Dogs, Cake Recipes of Religious Martyrs in Latin, 10,000 Tedious Poems, another great word, tedious there, The Book of Grot, A Short History of Socks, A Long History of Socks, Beards of the Bible, A Spotter's Guide, and Clamber Pots of the Rich and Famous. What a selection. Nothing on things though. One by one, Mr. and Mrs. Meek pulled the books from the shelves, with just a candle to read by. They searched the millions upon millions of words for any reference to a thing. Just as they were about to lose all hope, Mr. Meek thought he saw something move out of the corner of his eye. What was that? He whispered. What was that? What was what? She asked. Something moved. Maybe it was a rat. I hate rats. With the candle, Mrs. Meek illuminated a dingy corner of the vault. Indeed, something was moving under an old pile of newspapers. What's in the vault? Rustle, rustle, rustle. She pushed her husband towards it to investigate further. Go on. I'm going. Lift up the newspapers and see, suggested Mrs. Meek. No, after you. Oh, goodness. Let's not start this again. Reluctantly, Mr. Meek lifted the old damp sheets of paper. To his surprise, all that was underneath was a book. It's a book. Books can't move, she replied. This one did. What was it called? Mr. Meek peered down to study the spine. The title sent chills through him. It's called The Monsterpedia. Okay, I'm going to stop there because the next chapter is called The Encyclopedia of Monsters. There. Have a think what you think is going to happen next. I'll show you the front cover. Think about where they are in a story. They're trying to find a thing, and they're looking up. They're looking into the book of the Monsterpedia. All right. Well, thank you for listening. I'll read the next chapters tomorrow. Have a lovely day, and I hope you enjoy your home learning today.